come to the front. We say, I'm looking at my truck. Make sure it's not leaning to the level to the right. Make sure there's not shifting my load or something on my suspension. I'm gonna look up on it, make sure there's no puddle, such as oil, transmission fluid, or coolant. And I'm gonna go into my lenses. I got my headlights. They are polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight. They're clean and clear, and they're used for high beam and low beam. Next, I have my signal lights. They are polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight. They are amber in color, used for four-way flashing and signaling. Next, I got my side bumper lights. They are polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight. Amber in color, used for four-way flashing and signaling. Next, I have my clearance lights. Polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight. They are amber in color, used for clearance. Out of that, you're gonna unhook your hood. You're gonna open your hood when you start contact. Then you slide down slowly. You'll come around to your fluids. I got my coolant reservoir, my power steering reservoir, and my oil dipstick, and my brake reservoir. Polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight. They're filled to the proper operating level, not leaking, and my caps are hand tight. How I would take my oil dipstick is, I'll pull it out, wipe it off, pull it back in, pull it back out, make sure it's at the proper operating level. I got my hoses. They have no abrasions, but because the dry rot's not leaking. Next, I got my air hoses. They're polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight with no abrasions, but because the dry rot's not leaking. Next, I have my compressor. Polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight with no illegal welds, not leaking, and it is gear driven. Next, I have my steering shaft. It's polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight with no illegal welds, and there's no more than 10 degrees of play. Next, I have my U-joints, top and bottom. Polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight with no illegal welds, and it is properly lubricated. Next, I have my gearbox. Polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight with no illegal welds, and it is not leaking. Next, I have my pivot arm, my drag link, my upper and lower control arm, and my tie rod. They're all polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight, no illegal weld, and they're secured with castle nuts and cotter pins. Next, I have my leaf spring hangers front and back. They're polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight with no illegal welds. Next, I have the leaf springs themselves. They are polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts and U-bolts are present tight with no illegal welds, and they are properly aligned and spaced. Next, I have my U-bolts. They're polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight, no illegal welds. Next, I have my shocks. Polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight with no illegal welds, not leaking, and they're secured with mounts at both ends. Next, I have my brake hose and my ABS line. They're both polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight with no abrasive bubble because the dry rot not leaking, and my ABS line has no exposed wires. Next, I have my brake pad and my brake drum. Polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight with no illegal welds. My brake pad has no less than a quarter inch thickness, and my brake drum has no brake contaminants such as oil, grease, or debris. Next, I have the inside of my rim and the outside of my rim. Polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight, no illegal welds. Next, I got the inside of my tire wall, the outside of my tire wall, and the top of my tire wall. It's polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts are supposed to be present tight with no abrasion bubble because of dry rot, not leaking. My tire is perfectly seated to the rim. The top of my tire is evenly worn across. It is a virgin tire, and there's no less than 432-inch depth. Next, I got my lug nuts supposed to be present tight. It's filled to the proper operating level, not leaking. Next, I have my metal valve stem. It's polymer secured, not bent, broken, or cracked. All nuts supposed to be present tight, no illegal weld, and it holds no less than 100 psi. You come here, close the hood, and you come contact. You come back over. Say this again. Have my side marker light. Party man secured. Not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight is amber in color. You will forward flashing and signaling. Next, I have my mirrors. Party man secured. Not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight. They're clean and clear and they're adjusted to my view. Next, I have my battery. Party man secured. Not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight with no exposed wire and it is not leaking. You come around. I got my fuel tank. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight with no illegal welds, not leaking. Secure when my cap is hand tight, secure with a metal chain and a rubber seal that has no abrasive bubble cuts or drive rods. Next, I got my fuel tank straps. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight, no illegal welds, and the rubber around my my straps have no abrasive bubble cuts or drive rods. I got my frame. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight with no illegal welds. Next, I have my mercy line that is red in color, my service line that is blue in color. They're both Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight with no abrasive bubble because the drive rods not leaking and they are not rubbing the frame. Next, I have my glad hands. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight with no illegal welds and it is not leaking. Inside my glad hands, I have rubber seals that have no abrasive bubble cuts or dry rods. From my truck to my trailer, I have my 7-point pigtail. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight is in a lock position with no exposed wires and it is not rubbing the frame. Next, I got my 5th wheel. It's Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight with no illegal welds and it's properly lubricated. Next, I got my pivot pin. It's Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight with no illegal welds. Next, I have my stationary platform. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight, no illegal welds. Next, I have my locking handle and my locking jaw. It's Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight, no illegal welds, and they're both in a locked position. Next, I have my apron and my kingpin. They're both Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight, no illegal weld. And there's no gap between my apron and my 5th wheel. Next, I have my cross members and my floorboard. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight with no illegal welds, and my floorboard has no dry rods or holes. Next, I got my landing gear leg and my landing gear foot and my landing gear handles. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight with no illegal welds. My foot is in the up position and my hand is in the lock position. And there's enough clearance between my landing gear and my tire to make a smooth turn. The side of my trailer, my DOT tape is at least 50% of my trailer. Next, I got my clearance lights. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight. They are red in color and they're used for clearance. Next, I have my tail lights. They are Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight. They are red in color, used for stopping, four-way flashing, and signaling. Next, I have my license plate light. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight, clean and clear, used to illuminate my license plate. Next, I have my DOT bumper. Fireman secured, not being broken to crack. All nothing supposed to present tight with no illegal welds. And my DOT tape is 100% of my bumper. And I would expect this side like I expected that side. And that completes my pre-trip exam.
Boom. Okay.
That's the whole 9.